Okay, here we are, June 14th of 2020. This is a 1 week update on the last video that we posted. Just want to show you what the greenhouse is doing. The cucumbers are growing in this Dutch bucket system. It's actually set up like a Dutch bucket, but it's bottom of like a 55-gallon drum filled with perlite, and I just got some clay pellets and the lava rock on top of it just to cut down on some of the algae. A water pump coming out of this reservoir, pumping up through this hose up to the top. Comes on 3 times a day for about 15 minutes and saturates the perlite, and it just drains back down through this hose on the bottom back into the reservoir, and it's doing really well. You can see it's got quite a few little cucumbers on there. I've already eaten some. Actually, I've eaten quite a bit. They're doing good. They're going all the way up to the roof, which is about between 11 and 12 feet high, and they're really putting on some fruit. These are actually set up in a Dutch bucket system, and as you can see, they're just loaded with cucumbers. They're all in there. I hope I'm capturing it. And blooms, it should have a lot more cucumbers still coming on, and they're just, like I say, they're just going rampant. The tomatoes are down on this end, growing in a Dutch bucket. You can see those are about ready for a tomato sandwich. The little sweet millions. I was telling y'all last week that these things really put out a lot of tomatoes, and as you can see, it is just completely loaded. And this bucket actually has 7 plants growing in one bucket, which was kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I just figured I'd let it go, see what happened, and you can actually tell that it is loaded. As long as they get the nutrients that they need, and they're not fighting over nutrients, so I guess it don't matter to have multiple plants in one bucket. I don't know if I'd recommend 7 plants, but this one here is doing good. And then the big boy tomatoes, that is really a good tasting tomato. As you can see, it's got plenty of them on there, and plenty of them coming, starting to bloom again. I told you last week I didn't know if it was going to bloom anymore, but it is putting on some more blooms, so that's good. There's tomatoes all up in here. There's some more out there. This won't be long making me up. I've been eating tomato and cucumber salad with some Italian dressing on there, and oh my lord, they good. Dutch buckets all the way down through here. Tomatoes just growing. Beautiful cluster of tomatoes right there. I'm excited about it. There's some more sweet millions up in here too. And it's just, they're getting pretty good size. Let me show you right here. Just about eating all the ones off of this pod right here, but you can see how big they are now. That's a cherry tomato, and it's just a mouthful, and they are delicious. And there's some more coming on here. These 2 right here are on a better boy bush, but they're like I think I mentioned last week that I think these are cross-pollinating. They're not getting quite as big as the other end of the greenhouse, but it's putting on quite a few tomatoes. So we'll see how that turns out. And I showed y'all some cantaloupe plants that I had in a cracky system outside. I'm going to walk out there and show you what happened since last Sunday, June 7th, till today, June the 14th. And I want to show you what's going on out here with the cantaloupe plants. Alright, so y'all stay with me just a minute. Okay, so these are the cantaloupes. A comparison from today and 7 days ago. So you can see they're really taking off pretty good. The one on the end down here, and there's 3 on the other side over there. These are the ones that I had inside the greenhouse that were set up in a Dutch bucket system. I was hand watering them, and they've been in this system now for only a couple of days, but I think they're going to be fine. I don't see any wilting on them or anything like that, so yeah, I think they're going to be fine. But this right here is kind of amazing. After only 7 days of growing since you've seen them last, and they're already putting on some blooms. You can see the blooms in there, a couple of them. Another couple of blooms down here on the bottom. There's one over here. I don't know. I don't think it's got a bloom yet. No blooms on it, but it's got some good runners going. Looks pretty strong. I think it's going to be fine. I did work on my system a little bit since you saw it last. Put that 2x4 up there. Kind of help stabilize everything. We'll get back over on this side. Put in a new sump. See, a 27-gallon container, and I just got it sitting underneath that little shade. Got my pump down in the bottom. 2-inch return line. The water pumps up 3/4 inch pipe. I just got it temporarily taped on there so it stays good and secure. The little drip tubes drop down into the 5-gallon bucket and returns. You can see the return on this one over here. It returns through this 1/2 inch line back into the 2-inch and goes back to the sump. And all that's doing is maintaining a level inside the bucket. You see in that bucket, you see the root system going in there. But it keeps that level, water level, the same all the time. And last year I had a problem with using the water out of the buckets, having to refill them, and I was overfilling them, drowning some of the air roots, and it was killing my plants. So this year I decided to design this system where to keep the water at the same level all the time and just see how it does, and I think I'm going to like it. Last year I grew some squash, some zucchinis, actually grew some brown crowder peas, all in the cracky buckets, all outside, same little area, but I was having to fill the buckets as they use the water, and that wasn't working out so good for me. So now it's a constant flow cracky system, and I'll keep you updated on how it's working. But right now I'm really loving it. That's a pretty plant, and the blooms coming on the cantaloupe. And once these things start making cantaloupe, we're going to encounter another situation. I have to make a sling and just kind of cradle the cantaloupe, like holding it in my hand, and then tie it off up top, so kind of help support it and not pull the vines down. So that's going to be fun. But just follow me along and you'll see how that goes. And I hope y'all enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying making them. If y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button and kind of help my channel along. Hit the like button. Any comments on here, any questions you might have, just post them below and I'll try to get back with you. Alright, till next time, we'll see y'all later. Bye.